And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. And as the Raiders take over on offense, we get to see the man who has been the leader of this team for 9 seasons now, under center Derek Carr.
And it felt like it watching the game tape. He got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 17 carries, 81 yards, and a touchdown.
And when you put the ball in the end zone 13 times on the season, one thing is apparent. You didn't do it all on your own. Offensive line is creating some nice space for you, and you're probably getting some good blocks downfield from your wide receivers.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Carr going to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they're going to get this up to midfield. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From midfield, here's Carr. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Again, it's Carr. And it's complete to Adams. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Now Carr. And he's got it. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This is caught. Touchdown Raiders. Darren Waller. As the first half is winding down. And the Raiders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, where it was the visiting Niners who are able to come away with the road victory. The Seahawks have only 2 games remaining to try and find the win column as they fall to 0-14 with another loss there. From there, we head east to Minnesota to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. Week 15 on Monday night. What a battle this will be. The Rams and Packers from a very chilly Lambeau Field. Meanwhile, in our game, just the lone touchdown accounting for all the scoring. A tight one, 7-0 is the score. And for the call of the second half, we send it back to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run again with Harris and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Now Jones. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jayon Brown. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't seen much in terms of offensive creativity or results. And there, not only does the defense force a turnover, but they have the presence of mind to take it back for 6 points.
Carlson on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So now Jones and the Patriots down by 2 touchdowns, 50 seconds to go. They've yet to dent the scoreboard tonight. Now they've got to do it twice late if they want a chance here. Jones, another shot here after the pick 6. Pass complete to Harris. So no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. To throw again on 2nd down, Jones. And this is caught by Parker. And he's brought down at midfield. So the first play of the drive, not only do they get the first down, but a big chunk of yardage. And looking pretty good here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Going deep here for Parker. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. To throw again on second down. Jones. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Nate Hobbs, and the Raiders are going to get the football back at their own 17. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. Certainly not the highest of scoring games, Charles. Their offense did some okay things. Not a lot of points on the board, but enough for the win with how their defense was playing in this one.
Yeah, they certainly brought their A-game, didn't they? They weren't fooled by anything that was presented to them from start to finish. That defense, they might as well have told their offense, guys, just kick a field goal. We've got it today.
So for Las Vegas, the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story as they move to 9-5 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they drop their 7th game on the year. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Celebration time tonight on the Strip as we say so long from Las Vegas.